2017, Zimbabwe witnessed a historic turning point. After 37 years in power, Robert Mugabe resigned at age 93, ending an era of authoritarian rule in the country. Soon after, Emmerson Mnangagwa took over as president, describing the moment as the beginning of a new unfolding democracy. But now, Zimbabwe's ruling party, the ZANU-PF, is pushing a constitutional amendment that could extend President Mnangagwa's term and dramatically transform the country's electoral system. This begs the question, is Zimbabwe's democracy actually in worse shape than under Mugabe? But will Zimbabwe's extension bill lead to democratic backsliding? Welcome to the flip side. The Constitution Amendment Bill drafted by the ruling ZANU-PF proposes extending presidential, parliamentary and general political terms from 5 to 7 years. The president could also appoint the prosecutor general without advice from the Judicial Service Commission. State control officers would take over the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission's mandate of registering voters and drawing electoral boundaries.
I'm supporting the bill because it brings a lot of improvement to development. When we go for elections, by the time we finish 5 years, 3 years would have gone with people still in election mode, and no development would have occurred.
Civil society groups warn these changes weaken oversight, concentrate state power, and roll back hard-won democratic reforms. Underlying this debate is the legacy of Zimbabwe's 2013 constitution. Approved by 93% of voters in a national referendum, it introduced major democratic safeguards, including 2 5-year presidential term limits and independent commissions meant to prevent the kind of prolonged rule Mugabe once held. And that's why any attempt to loosen those safeguards is meeting fierce resistance.
I have no guarantee whether the changes of this constitution or the extension or guarantee my safety as a citizen living in a village situation.
While some Zimbabweans could speak openly, many could not. In recent weeks, critics of the bill, including high-profile lawyers Lovemo Maduku and Tendai Biti, have been arrested or reportedly assaulted. Human rights groups say the space for debate is shrinking.
The very same opposition has been restricted in its mobilization, intimidation, as it were, insofar as getting these divergent views expressed or finding expression within the parliamentary public discourse process.
All of this is unfolding as President Mnangagwa insists he will step down in 2028, yet has not publicly opposed his party's move. As Zimbabwe confronts yet another pivotal constitutional moment, the country faces a pressing question. Are these changes genuine reforms or a step toward deeper democratic regression?
If you are going to extend a term limit, what are we extending the term limit for? This is a consolidation not just for an individual, but a political party, because the next person who will come after this particular individual to be the head of state of this country fundamentally will have the same machinery that allows them to stay for more than they are welcome.
Many citizens, legal groups and community leaders are calling for the amendment to be decided through a national referendum, not by Parliament alone.
They must have a national referendum. They're obviously reluctant to have a national referendum because they know that there is broad opposition across citizens. It's not even a personality thing. Zimbabweans have spoken very clearly against what's being proposed here. And we know that the interests of the people are not in the forefront when it comes to the amendments.
For many citizens, the fight is no longer about politics, but about protecting the very foundations of their democracy. And that is the flip side.